Oh, that is the bell entering the first round of the Weighing Interjection show, where for 5 rounds I whip Josh Thompson's ass. I had to say it because he's always saying that he's whipping mine, which is not true. But what's up, my man?
Bro, you just said you're going to go 5 rounds with me. You ain't getting out the first round. I'm going to knock you out, son. That's what this comes down to. There is no way you're going 5 rounds with this guy right here. Thumbs on me, baby. Thumbs on me. All right, let's get ready to get this thing going there, Podcast Dave. Let's go. Our next show of Weighing Interjection is going to be a fun one because John going to get that ass whooped. Woo! Let's go.
So with that, let's get into round number 1. Usman versus Canelo or versus Edwards, and why?
Usman versus Canelo or Usman versus Edwards, and why? Obviously, I want to see him fight Edwards. Leon's been waiting. I want to see that fight happen. I have no desire to see him fight Canelo. Look, I understand the reach and the money and all that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would still watch him fight Canelo, but it wouldn't be much of a fight. Canelo would starch him. It would be quick. If Canelo could drag it to the 10th or the 11th or whatever, the 8th or whatever he wants to do, he would dictate where that fight would go. Usman wouldn't have a chance. MMA, Canelo ain't getting out the first round either. I look at it the same way. If this was an MMA fight, Usman would kick the shit out of him quickly, make it easy, toy with him, kick him around, do whatever he wants. I have no desire to see that fight, but I would still watch either one of those.
Look, if there's only one fight for Usman, and that is Leon Edwards. His desire to fight Canelo is one of those like self-destroying fantasies. It's horrible. Canelo will torch him. I mean, torch him whatever round he wants. And Canelo is not like Mayweather where he'll go and I'll carry you for a while. Canelo will absolutely annihilate Usman in a boxing match. It won't even be close. Just the same as if it was in an MMA fight, it wouldn't be close for Canelo. God damn, please, Usman, get off of this Canelo thing. Don't take that fight.
You said there's only one fight for him. I disagree. Edwards is that fight, but Chimaev is probably the next
Well,
one.
I'm not talking about, I'm saying between these two.
Oh, between these two. All right. I was trying to change the argument like you like to do. Okay, next.
All right, let's get into this round number 2. We have UFC 274 coming out this weekend, and 2 guys on that card are Michael Chandler and Justin Gaethje. So we're going to play a little facing off right now.
But they're not
Big
fighting
John.
each other.
They are not, but they will talk to each other at the press conference, I'm sure. And so we're gonna enact that press conference a little right now, with Big John being Michael Chandler and Josh Thompson being Justin Gaethje.
Are you sure you don't want Josh Thompson to be Michael Chandler?
I think I'm sure. I
Okay.
want you guys to go at each other and not Josh to go at himself.
Okay.
All right. So, Josh, one big rule here.
Don't move your head, Josh.
Don't be swinging that big head around, okay?
Okay.
Don't be swinging that big head around. And we're going to take us away. So I'm going to pose a media question to you guys. Big John is Chandler. Josh is Justin. What advice, Michael Chandler, do you have for Justin Gaethje going into his fight against Charles Oliveira?
Oh, that's real simple. My advice to Justin Gaethje is don't get hit with a left hook. Keep your hands up. Look, you can do well with this guy in the stand-up. I went against you. You are a stud when it comes to your power. You got those kicks, but you need to control the range here. Keep your hands up. That beautiful uppercut to the left hook will be there for you when you see it, but don't get in that position where all of a sudden you do what I do, and that's put my hands down and get hit by the left hook, because the guy still can start you. He's got power in his hands. Be careful of the left hook.
Why would I take any advice from a loser? A guy that I smacked around for 3 rounds,
man,
bitch slapped you, pushed you around,
now.
Stuffed your
Bitch
takedowns. I beat the shit out of you. Why would I take any advice from you? All I've ever heard about is how you got power and you got this. Guess what? You have no fight IQ, and you've proved it. You're the dumbest fucking fighter that's ever stepped foot in the cage when it comes to intelligence.
Now
sure,
we're getting
maybe you
personal.
have
All right.
skill.
We're
Maybe
gonna have to
you
talk
have.
about
Maybe you
dumb.
have some skill. Hey, anytime you want to run it back, I'll bitch slap your ass around again. Let's go. Sign it up. Let's go, buddy. Bring that shit to me, Big Papi. I got you.
Big Papi,
Just
next time I'm picking you up, dropping you on your head,
You
and
ain't
showing your
doing
white
shit.
belt level on the ground.
You got no wrestling.
Oh, well, that was
Was
a
that
lot
better?
of fun. That was a lot of fun.
better?
That was a
that
lot
better?
of fun.
Okay.
All
Got a
right.
lot of-
With that, let's get into this third round. Which legend would you rather see versus Aldo Aldo or Cruz?
Oh, no doubt. The guy that really deserves it, and that's Aldo. Look, Aldo, you got to take a look at Jose Aldo and say, man, remarkable. He lost to Conor, what was it, 6-7 years ago now? Lost his title, and he has worked himself back. Yes, he lost to Peter Yan in that bantamweight run, but he's worked himself back up again to title contention. He deserves it. Nothing against Dominic Cruz. He's a stud fighter. He's entertaining to watch. But if there's a guy that's actually worked themselves back to the point where they deserve that title shot against Aljo, it's got to be Aldo. Aljo versus Aldo. I like it. It almost matches up in the names. And Aldo has the ability to cause Aljamain Sterling problems. And the same as Aljamain Sterling has the ability to cause problems for Aldo. I love the matchup.
Is TJ not ready? Is that what the issue is?
No.
Is that why they're talking about this fight happening? Because
No,
TJ
you just
Dillashaw
say
should
which
be
one,
next
would
in
you,
line.
which one would you rather see as a legend?
I would rather see Aldo, obviously.
There you go.
I think because if the Aldo comes in and starts kicking, I think Aldo's going to have a hard time as the fight goes on. Rounds 3, rounds 4, rounds 5. Look, Aldo will still be there. I don't think submission-wise, he's going to be just fine defending the submissions. He's hard to take down, and he will make Aljo pay when it comes to the leg kicks and the boxing.
All right. With that, we're going to get into round number 4. It's time for FITAR. For every action, there's a reaction. And I have been dying to get you guys' reaction to this one for a while. So this is an old viral video. And it's a viral video of Ben Nguyen. And he fought Julian
I remember this.
Wallace. And there was a whole thing at the weigh-ins where it just, it was just really embarrassing. And then the fight was even more embarrassing. So I'm going to hit play right now. I want to get your reaction to this video while it's playing.
Yeah, so they're squaring off. The guy with the tattoos on his face puts his fist.
He's pushing his fist into his face. Stupid. Now forehead to forehead. They're not going to walk you down. I always love these things in these situations when you look at it. It's just like, dude, he gets to punch you in the face, so you can be as hard as you want right now.
John,
it doesn't mean anything.
When you woke up in the morning and decided to get tattoos on your face, did you realize you're never going to get a real job in your life?
Well, I guess so. Especially when you fight this way. Look at Ben Nguyen.
Whoever the
Marching him down.
Yeah, he
Big
just walked him
knockout
down.
win.
Uppercuts, nice little shots, stayed tight with his defense. Very nice.
Not one of those tattoos helped his chin. Not one.
No. I always wondered, does all the ink in your body, does that affect your weight? Like, let's just say by like a quarter pound. I don't know, whatever.
Come on.
Let's say a 16.
Have you lost your mind? All right, here comes a new Joshism.
Yeah.
Does tattoo ink
I'm asking,
increase your weight?
There's all that ink in your skin and your body. I don't know.
Oh, my God.
It's a good question. It's a fair
Is
question.
it a good question? I don't think so.
Look, when you got, it's so funny. What's his name? Kevin Hart does a bit. I think it's at one of the award shows, and he yells it. Doesn't yell, but he tells Tekashi 6ix9ine and all these other guys that have tattoos on their face, like, hey, you're the reason why all these fucking 12-year-olds want to get tattoos on their face. Stop it. Stop putting goddamn tattoos on your face. Knock that shit off.
He's right.
I'm like, what are you guys doing, man? Anyways,
all right,
let's go. Next one.
Round number 5, and the question is not anything to do with tattoo ink. We are going to play Bitchin or Bunk. And so today I want to find out from you guys, is it Bitchin or Bunk that Jake Paul seemingly is trying to get the Bisping fight?
Absolute bunk. The fact that you are going and calling out a guy in Michael Bisping who has one eye, has 2 metal knees, and this is the guy that you are going to try to fight to show how good you are? Come on, man. That is just horrible. It doesn't look good for you. It doesn't look good for anything. It's not that Michael Bisping wouldn't fight you. He would. I agree that I think he would. The fact that any athletic commission will allow it to happen with, the medical things that Michael has going against him and the age and the lack of fighting experience for the last so many years and the lack of never being a boxer, just absolutely horrible if they did. And for you, it looks bad in the fact there's a guy that you keep on talking about wanting to beat all these UFC champions. There's a guy out there boxing. His name is the Spider. Go after Anderson Silva. He's old, but he is your size, and he's still boxing. Go get him.
John left me so much time.
Sorry.
So what I'm going to say is I'm going to say the same thing that John said. Anderson Silva, there's your name. There's your fighter. There's your next opponent. Call up your promoter. Call up whoever you want to do and just say, hey, line that fight up.
I want him.
Until then, I don't give a shit what you do.
And that's going to wrap us up for these 5 rounds on Weighing Interjection this week.
I got to be honest, man. John, I'm surprised you went 5 rounds. Man, I'm glad I was able to carry you, though.
I'll tell you what, my heart rate's a little up right now, though.
Is it up? Like as if you ran an 8-minute mile?
Oh, yeah.
Just a little bit?
No, 7:45.
7:45. All right, guys. Well, hey, hopefully you guys enjoyed this show. This is our Weighing Interjection show where we go 5 rounds with each other, and normally I win. Today was no different, so I want to make sure you guys enjoyed this show. Thank you guys so much. John, take us away,
Everyone
my
out
friend.
there, we will see you.